Hey guys, welcome back to Believe Butterflies Tarot. This message here is for my water sign collective. Just going to check in on your energy to see what it is that I can find and to see if I can help you guys out with anything that is going on, okay? So for starters here, we have criminal mind. We also have resistance and we have mature soul. So with criminal mind, you guys are being criminals, aren't you? Nah, I'm just joking. But with criminal mind here, I feel like you have a lot of energies that are around you that are still in a criminal mindset, energies that are resistant to change. I feel like these are situations where you have been the mature soul, where I feel you're the go-to person, to help people out because you're very empathetic and you're very open to the plights of individuals. But I also feel that you need to be careful of who you are dealing with, because if they are into illegal activities, make sure you're not helping them out with whatever they could be doing in their life. And I say that because you may not know what they're doing, ultimately 100%, but don't allow yourself to get caught up. Yes, you may be very empathetic. Yes, you may be embracing a lot of openness with energies, regardless of a past, because we all have a past. Yes, you may be very considerate of others' emotional plights, but I feel that Spirit is saying make sure that you're keeping certain boundaries up, because you never know who you are helping, and in the background they may have like some illegal activities going on and you don't want to get wrapped up in it. All right, help the ones that really need help, I would say, and release the ones who don't want to help themselves, okay? Because I feel like these are energies right now that are going through a dilemma right now where they are trying to conquer their demons, and they may put all of their issues on you, or they may come to you all the time, and I feel like it's just a little bit too much for you to carry because you have your own life. Yes, you are a mature soul and you can give them good advice, as best as you can. But again, don't try to help those who don't want the help or who don't accept the help in order to change, because these are energies right now that just feel lost. They feel very empty. They feel very alone. Maybe they were very successful in their life at one point and now they're just feeling like, oh, I'm scared to make a change outside of what I've already known. No, I feel like you guys are this mature soul because you have learned those lessons already and you've been very introspective of your own path, of your own journey. I feel like you guys have been sensitive to a lot of people, which is a good thing. It lets you know that you have a good heart. But if these are individuals who don't want to really tap into their full potential, it's nothing that you can really do. All right. And you don't want to stay around these individuals that may wear you down energetically or get you into trouble because of the things that they are putting themselves in or any illegal activities that are going on. Okay, if these are energies that do have a past and it may be a criminal past, just make sure you put up a boundary here. And I feel like Spirit is saying that this is a lesson that I feel you're learning right now, becoming more self-aware with energies that come towards you. And again, it could be partnerships, relationships, friendships. Put a boundary up with energies that are just resistant to change and that always continue to make bad choices, or they lack the purpose in their life to be that active participant in it. Okay, so we have the 10 of Swords here. Could be dealing with the air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So with the 10 of Swords, I feel like these are energies that always want you in their life because they're it's like you give them some emotional nurturing. It's like their plights seem to be very heavy on them, but they come to you because, again, if you are very inquisitive or introspective, you may come up with a good idea for them to say, okay, let's fix it, let's see what else we can do. But if they're not taking the necessary steps within their own life, to put action towards making those changes, it may just be time to cut them off, especially if they have hurt you in some way, or they're trying to find a escape with you. Okay, trying to find an escape with you, and it's almost as if they're not able to focus without you in a way. So don't allow codependent energies to try to attach themselves to you because, again, it will only drain you. It will only try to bring you down within your own energetic field, because if you have gone through these lessons already where, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, at one time, because again, we all have a past. I'm going to be real with y'all. Maybe at one time in your teens, or maybe your early 20s or your late 20s, you may have been involved with this. This may have been individuals that you've known for a long time, but you've gotten yourself out of it and they're still stuck in it. And they're just like, but hey, you used to be my ace. And you're just like, nah, but I'm not that anymore. I'm not that person anymore. I'd rather make the transformations for my own self. And these are energies here that are still fearing the necessary change to let go of what no longer serves them. So don't carry anybody's plight. Don't carry anybody else's responsibility. If you give them good conversation, or you give them help with, yeah, you should do this, do that, sure, all good and dandy, but don't allow them to just keep coming toward you every time they're going through some sort of struggle within their own life here. So with the Knight of Cups, could be dealing with the water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So I feel like this is like relationships, close relationships that you had where you dealt with people. And it's like, they've hurt you time and time again, where you've tried to help them out and they still want to come towards you and say, I'm sorry, I apologize, and I want to try to make things right with you. This is why I feel like Spirit is saying, use that quick-witted mind that you have. Recognize that these individuals are still in resistance of change, and don't allow them to continuously come towards you for help, because they're not going to learn the lessons that they truly need to learn within themselves. All right, the Nine of Cups. I feel like you guys, they look up to you. Yes, they look up to you with the Nine of Cups. They feel like you are in a better standing than them. You also give them comfort, but they can come off very smug towards you because, they're not happy within their life. They're not happy within themselves. And it seems as if you have everything together within your life. Not to say that you do. I mean, we all have hardships, but they may consider you as the individual who presents themselves to be very strong, very emotionally grounded, very emotionally open, just somebody who gets to the bottom of things. You're very idealistic when it comes to certain trials that you go through, obstacles that you go through. It's almost like you don't let too much get you down or berate you in some way. And that's why I feel like they come toward you like, help me out, give me an idea, let me, tell me something. But I feel like you have to put up a boundary, because these are individuals that have to learn a lesson on their own. They have to trust themselves. They can't just come to you every time they need assistance. It's not like the 911 hotline and you're only a single person, So with the Fool card showing up here, could be dealing with a Aries or a Aquarius with that air sign showing up behind it. But with the Fool card here, it's just like, you're telling these folks, like, take a risk on yourself, take a risk, take a leap of faith, like, because you've gone through these lessons, I feel, and that's why they come toward you, because you do have a lot of encouraging conversations to have, where you encourage these individuals, but they also know that they still have to put one foot in front of the other, or they're having a difficult time, which is why they come to you. But you're more so focused on like your opportunities. You're just like, I'd rather have, my freedom, from situations that are like this, because I have gone through this and I cannot give you a leg up every time you come towards me. All right. The Page of Wands. Also, if you have children, this could be a son. It could be a son or a young daughter that you have, but they're of age. Okay. Like they're of age, where it's just like, listen, mommy, daddy, I'm your mama, I'm your daddy, but I can't always be there for you. Yes, I will try to support you as best I can, but it's almost as if you still have that maternal energy where you're just like, you'll still have to learn on your own, my child, And if these are adults that you're dealing with, I feel like you're just dealing with a lot of immature adults that are still just in a lot of scattered energy. They're unreliable to you. They're always just caught up in the moment. And that's what I mean. And it's like, once they get caught up in the moment, they come to you like, oh, I made a boo-boo. And it's like, bro, you're grown, Of course, if your kids, even though they may be in their teenage years, getting out of the teenage years to like their early 20s or so, or however old they may be, it's still like, come on, you got to do it for you. The Five of Swords, it's like, you don't want to be stressed out with connections in your life pertaining to relationships, friendships, loved ones, your children. You're just like, listen, I'm challenging myself right now. I have, my own responsibilities that I have to focus on, and I can't necessarily give to the struggle of a dynamic here. So I'm going to leave that there. And you also could be dealing with fixed energy, Libra, Aquarius, Leo,